So to give you guys an understanding of the characters of this scene, this is Mr. Big, right? This is the unavailable man, and I'll be honest with you, his facial expressions, everything he does is what I teach, right? But what the difference is that you don't want to be too unavailable as a guy, right? You want to apply some of the things that he says, but when you actually like a girl and you want her to be attracted to you, you have to play this a little bit in the beginning so that you don't seem too eager, right? And this girl is the one who is into him, and she pretty much falls for his games. Now, he's just not that into her, but she just cannot see it, and her ego is bruised because of that. So his unavailability, his unattainability, is what pretty much draws her to him. And if it wasn't for that, she wouldn't be that drawn into him, right? It's pretty much a key factor to her attraction and through her illusion of how great and awesome of a guy that he is, right? It's pretty much her being in his presence makes it feel inferior. So let's watch the video, and I'm gonna give you guys my take on it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
It was Mr. Big, Major Tycoon, Major Dreamboat, and majorly out of my league.
Oh, I saw you on Broadway. I started reading your comment after we met.
You did?
Yeah, cute. Yeah, cute. Carrie, like to meet me.
Right? So he pretty much introduced her, quote unquote, competition, right? So in that moment, he looks unavailable, right? And also, she's a little younger, and Carrie is 30, and so she's insecure over her age.
It's nice talking to you.
See you around sometime. I hope I'm not interrupting your work.
Boom. So he saw her around again.
What a surprise.
I can't stay. I have to late for a meeting, but I've been thinking about that arc.
And notice how he never has time for her. All of the meetings that they have are short and quick, right? So what that's called a time constraint. When you put a time constraint, it naturally creates anxiety, right? When you know that something, when you have a deadline, it naturally makes you work harder. It raises emotions, right? Deadlines. When you know you're gonna die, you get emotional. When you know somebody else is gonna die, you get emotional. When you're doing a 20-minute meditation and you know you're doing it for 20 minutes and you don't know when the hell the 20 minutes are up, you get anxious, right? That's why I tell people, when you meditate, don't put a timer. Don't put a time to meditate. Just sit down and meditate for as long as you can so that you could just focus on the moment rather than on the time. But the thing is that time creates anxiety. So he created a time constraint.
Article you're writing about men who date models.
Yeah, what about them?
First of all, well, there are so many goddamn gorgeous women out there. But the thing is this. After a while, you just want to be with the one who makes you laugh. Know what I mean?
And notice how, so he's unattainable to her, right? And notice when he said you just want to meet someone to make you laugh, and he looks at her, right? That's a nonverbal, that's a mixed signal, because he's not there for a long time, which is kind of cold, but he's saying he's looking for someone to make him laugh, and then looks at her, but doesn't explicitly say anything else beside that. It creates a mystery, right? That's the power of insinuation, actually. The power of insinuation is a way to communicate something without communicating it directly. It's seductive language, right? He's communicating through his eyes, and that's what I want you guys to learn. I want you guys to practice communicating through your eyes. It's like if you have an overweight friend and you're like, yeah, man, like being overweight, it's not good. You know what I'm saying? And you just look at other people, be like, or even if you have a friend who you're in love with, and you just say, yeah, man, like sometimes friends can fall in love sometimes. It's a very normal thing. Anyways, what were we doing yesterday? You change the topic, right? You sort of implanting in their minds the idea, but with the look, you're saying it's you, but you're not directly saying it. And if you say that while you show signs that you're not into them, maybe you have a girlfriend, or maybe you ask them for dating advice, it'll make them think, what the hell does that mean? And it creates an aura of unattainability, which makes a person chase.
You just want to be with the one who makes you laugh.
And he looks at her. All right, that look. I don't have the same look he does. He has a way better. Let me see if I can do it. Mine's a psycho. I got a psycho look.
Know what I mean? Okay. See ya.
And then he walks away. Mixed signal. And she likes it, right? It's a mixed signal, right? But that's an example of insinuation. That's an example of insinuating that you're interested, but having the plausible deniability to say, I wasn't talking about you. What makes you think that I was saying that? Now let's watch the other scene, right? Now this one, it makes him more unpredictable. This one, he plays on her emotions. It's almost like when you have a flight and they say your flight was canceled, and so you're pissed off, and then you realize, and then they say, you know what, never mind, the flight is back on, and now you go from sadness to happiness. Or even when you watch a basketball game where the game is tied and the other team makes a shot, and then you're sad, you're depressed, you think your team is gonna lose, there's only 1 second left, and then immediately your team makes a game-winning shot. You go from low to high, and that creates addiction. That creates a memory trace. Watch.
All right, it's official. He's late. Is it a date?
Right, she was gonna meet Mr. Big, and he was late.
No, he called it a thing. He said, meet me for a drink thing.
He wasn't direct. He didn't say let's go on a date. He called it a thing, right? And that's vague. But what she should have done, she should have been like, what do you mean a thing? If it's not a date, I'm not down. I'm not gonna meet you in that thing, right? What she should have done, she should have not accepted any uncertainty. She should have just not gone to that meetup and bailed on him instead. But she did. She followed through, and look what happened.
Something came up. He's not gonna meet me.
So something came up, and he says, we're not gonna meet, right? And then, so she felt disappointed and she felt played, right? But it was a thing. It was a business thing. It wasn't a date. And that's why he had the ability to cancel on that thing, right? And that's why I tell you, man, it's interesting because it makes him feel like a ghost, like an elusive ghost, because as soon as she thought she lost him, he appeared.
I've been looking all over for you. Here you are.
Well, your message
And she had a date.
said you were coming.
I thought I said I'd try to make it for an hour.
Well, yeah, but then you said that.
What did I say?
No, something came up. He's not gonna meet me.
So he's gaslighting her pretty much, right? And she should have just called him out on it. She should have like, look, man, I'm not dumb. You said you weren't coming, and now you showed up, and now you're trying to lie to me. I'm good. I'm not interested in this. That's what she should have done. In fact, if she would have done that, he would have walked away, because he really wasn't interested from the beginning, right? But those kind of mixed signals, though, it creates an air of an unattainability that now she's like, yo, can you just scratch this itch? Like, I'm going nuts over here. Like, why are you playing me like this? And what he does is, rather than tell her I'm not that interested, what he does, he creates, he shows enough interest, but not enough. He breadcrumbs her, right?
Never mind. You're here. You have an hour. Let's have a drink.
Well, I was out.
And that's a problem, right? And she should have just said, she should have said, let's do it another time. Because then look what happens, right? She should have called him out. And this is the thing, is that when you don't call people out on their mistakes, you pretty much encouraging them to do the same again. Because look what happens.
Outside trying to get in for 30 minutes, inside looking for you for 20 minutes, so that leaves me with just enough time to tell you that I'm out of time. You have fun.
Men in their 40s are like.
Boom, right? And he does it with a smile, right? And it wasn't like, you see, this is you know, if you're someone and you're a guy, we have to take notes, right? Because this is best for when you're meeting a girl that's really, really attractive. If you treat a girl that's really attractive like this, who has an ego to the fucking moon, this girl's just gonna start chasing you. Start chasing and chasing and chasing and chasing, because guys don't treat her that way, right? And the only way you're doing that is because of the ego. Like models, if you do this is how, like, unfortunately with models, this is what you have to do, because some models think their shit don't stink. And by applying and by being unattainable in this way, you create that illusion. And also, if you're a woman, you could do the same thing. And this is only in the beginning, people. Jesus Christ, I'm not telling people to do this for a whole relationship. Let's go to a quick commercial break. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Mindful Attraction University, taught by Professor Alex, where I teach you all of the strategies to improve your dating life and all of the courses that I have all in one place. And you can get it at a highly discounted rate. So that means you can purchase all of my basic courses without the bundles, usually at $600. You can purchase it now at $399, people, not $400. $3.99 for psychological purposes. Yeah, that's right. Oh my fucking god, he's showing us a scam. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Father Alex does that. So that means you could get emotional mastery, the psychological game of attraction, the feminine woman, natural chemistry, charisma blueprint, and nice girl at a discounted rate. But then, if you want to get the master's degree of the Mindful Attraction University taught by Professor Alex, you could get the premium version, where usually all of the courses cost $1,200. Now you can purchase them all at $799 or 4 payments of $200. You guys can now also do like a payment plan. Feminine woman, emotional mastery, the whole shebang bang with all of the bonuses at one lower price, people. And with that, honestly, this is the type of thing that I know that if you guys get, it'll fix your dating life in ways you guys cannot imagine. Now, my worry is that it is a lot of content. Like it is, and I'm not a fan of giving people a lot of content because I don't want informational junkies. But this is the best way to get it all at all in one price. Now, look, mind you, if you purchase the bundle, I'm just gonna be honest, there's no refunds. Purchasing the whole bundles. If you guys think you guys are not gonna like it, I will prefer if you guys buy one course to see if you like it, and if you don't like that course, you could get your money back and don't purchase the bundle, right? But if you like that course, you guys can send me an email and say, hey, can I upgrade to the bundle, pay the difference, and there you guys will get it. But it's just that, look, man, you guys know my content. If you like one course, you like it all, right? So that's the only caveat. But I know damn well, if you purchase it, your dating life will never be the same. Okay. Now, for those who purchase the courses but want to add to the bundle, you guys can message me and maybe we could come up with a price so that you guys can get it while being able to not have to pay all the crazy prices. Okay. So just click on the description down below. There you'll see the ability to purchase the wifey basic package, which is the one that you see here for $3.99 without the bundles and without the bonuses. But if you guys want to purchase it with the bonuses, which is a lot of content, and I'm afraid because it's a lot of content, you guys can purchase it right here with either 4 payments of $200 or one-time payment of $799, right? And yeah, and by the way, I made this design, Father Addictive is being inclusive here and stuff like that. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoy this. Hopefully you guys can support the channel by purchasing those courses, and I'll see you guys inside. Bye-bye.